afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the NSU Soccer Complex on the campus of Nova Southeastern University for today's Sunshine State Conference Tournament Final between the Florida Tech Panthers and the Tampa Spartans. At this moment, we'd like to introduce today's non-starters for the visiting Florida Tech Panthers. Number 1, Natalia Molasses. Number 2, Bryson Boyer. Number 3, Agatha Munger. Number 12, Elizabeth Stockel. Number 13, Maria Sanchez Requero. Number 14, Nicole McLean. Number 15, Emily Swope. Number 16, Aubrey Williamson. Number 18, Monica Zavian. Number 19, Sarah Carroll. Number 20, Bree Heights. Number 22, Corell Morris. Number 24, McKenna Hardy. Number 25, Sophia Economon. Number 26, Alyssa Bartle. Number 28, Julia Impagliazzo. Number 29, Gita Al Neighbor. Number 30, Kelly Krieger. Number 32, Delaney Lisco. Number 33, Alexandra Dimitrick. Number 34, Stina Olson. Number 36, Nicole Barnett. And number 37, Alex Ramsaran. Now, as we start your lineup for the Panthers, in the midfield, number 4, Maria Munoz. At midfield, number 5, Brittany Ettrick. At defender, number 6, Kiana Engene. In the midfield, number 8, Taylor Eller. In the midfield, number 10, Elin Svensson. At forward, number 11, Kira McCarthy. At defender, number 17, Macy Edelin. At defender, number 23, Samantha Grimm. At forward, number 27, Mary Watson. At defender, number 35, Kelly Johnson. And finally in the net, number 00, Carlin Briscoe. The head coach of Florida Tech is Dustin Smith, assisted by Jessica Monarch, Doug Bonney, and Diego Phillips. You want to switch that up?
Yeah, I got it.
Hey, get a new jam.
Oh, dude, we're on.
Pretty good one.
Love that.
Oh, wow.
And now introducing the non-starters for the home team today, the Tampa Spartans. Number 0, Sydney Ross. Number 4, Matt Beetleman. Number 5, Alexa Sheridan. Number 9, Erica Peterson. Number 10, Haley Pickett. Number 12, Nastasia Askedom. Number 14, Selena Milan. Number 17, Taylor Jones. Number 20, Maya Matu. Number 23, Isabella Zapata. And number 28, Robin Ann Whitaker. And now the starters for the Spartans, at defender, number 2, Sarah Raymond. At defender, number 3, Miranda Gonzalez. At defender, number 6, Allison Robinson. At forward, number 7, Emily Haiti. And midfield, number 11, Mia Brantley. And midfield, number 16, Libby Weissman. At defender, number 19, Lexi Mesello. At forward, number 22, Sydney Griner. In the midfield, number 26, Ashley Loaiza. At defender, number 30, Alex Jackson. And finally in the net, number 1, Caroline Fricker. Head coach of Tampa's Aaron Switalski, assisted by Brittany Bennett. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we ask you please stand, remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Good job, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 2017 Sunshine State Conference Tournament Final here on the campus of Nova Southeast University in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A little cloudy, a little overcast, but we can deal with that as the sun is just beaming down on us all day. Not as cool and nice it was a couple days ago on Friday night. It is the Florida Tech Panthers and the Tampa Spartans, the 5th and 6th seed. The first time that has happened in tournament history. The second time the Panthers have made the SSC tournament, while the Spartans are looking for their 7th tournament title, which is most in the conference. Panthers are looking for their first. And actually, this time, 7 years ago, on this very field, the Panthers made their first ever SSC tournament final appearance. And who was it against? It was against the Tampa Spartans in 2010. The year the Panthers made to the Final Four, they faced the Spartans in the SSC final. Tampa ended up winning that one in overtime, 1-0 in the 98th minute. The Panthers arrived, upsetting the number 2 seed, the Barry Buccaneers. The Tampa Spartans on Friday night upset the top seed, NSU Sharks, 3-0. So both teams with shutouts. And Tampa using the speed of their offense early on in the first half on Friday night. As that one goes over the goal line. Prisco in net for the Panthers, Frickard in net for the Spartans, 2 senior goalkeepers. The winner of this match will get the automatic bid in the regional tournament. The loser will be not advancing. Both teams out of the top 8. We're going to stop clockage. We have a little bit of a scuffle. Libby Wisman, lucky she did not get issued a yellow card after giving a boot to the man she's got marked. So we have clock stoppage, a minute and a half in. So winner of this match goes to the regional final. The loser will likely be sent packing, as both teams were out of the top 6 in the region standings, and 6 teams make it to the region. But because these teams are not in the top 2, they are not likely to host. It is likely one of the host sites will be here in Fort Lauderdale, because the Sharks had the strongest RPI. Their strength in the strength of the regional schedule of teams in the top 8. And it helps the Sharks with North Alabama losing they're upset by Valdosta State. It is likely, just like last year, we are going to have both regional sites at SSC schools. It's likely Barry could host, as they were the number 2 seed, but they were in the bottom of the region. As they try to get it to McCarthy, it's knocked away by Robinson. She had a great match on Friday night with a goal, and she really limited the Sharks' offense. Sometimes she's playing at the forward position. Sometimes she's playing defense. For the postseason, she's playing at defense. And here's Munoz breaking away from Raymond. Munoz shot got blocked by Miranda Gonzalez. Miranda Gonzalez, another senior for the Spartans. Her sister, Cece Gonzalez, a 4-time All-SSC first-team member. So for the seniors on both teams, this could be their final match. Of 3 of them on the field for the Spartans with Frickard, Raymond, and Gonzalez. As Raymond deflects that one off of McCarthy. For the Panthers, not many seniors at all. Prisco and Heights and Watson are the only seniors, along with Williamson. So 4 seniors for Florida Tech. So both teams are going to come back stacked in 2018. We also have the men's final in PBA. We had Lynn and PBA upset in the semifinals on Friday. Tampa beat Lynn in penalty kicks, and Rollins upset PBA, they gave PBA their first loss of the season in the SSC semifinals, 2-0. PBA went into the tournament allowing 3 goals all season, and they allowed 2 in one match in their lone loss. Panthers will top the deep ball, but Robinson is right there. And that's going to be a foul on Kelly Johnson. Griner drawing the foul, so the Spartans with a free kick just beyond midfield quickly roll it over to Raymond. Off the mark. Griner can get back to it, though. Nasello in the box. Prisco will scoop it up. 5 minutes in, no score. No shots just yet. No shots towards net. As Prisco gets a big leg on this one. Knocked down by Raymond. Raymond and Robinson really good on the back line. Robinson a really good center back. She's got leverage. So if the Panthers are going to try a deep ball, they're going to have to get it over Robinson. There goes Wisman. Off the mark from the charging Emily Cady. Trick gets by 1. Lost something, but she will get it up the field to Svensson. Svensson's going to try to catch up to it. She's on sides, but she will not be able to get it from rolling out of the back line. And we're going to get a clock stoppage. Someone lost something. It's a knee pad. You're gonna need those. You need knee pads especially for this sport. Frickard knocked in the air by Cello, and that will roll away. Last touch by Wisman. Kelly Johnson, the former Shark, will inbound it. Florida Tech can win their first ever tournament title. Tampa looking for their 7th. And that one out of bounds by Robinson. Johnson blocks that pass. Johnson wanted to shoot. She gets to Munoz. She had a hat trick in their regional matchup against Lynn. They're going to try to get it to McCarthy. A failed clearance by Miranda Gonzalez, but she does get a piece of it to get it to Sarah Raymond. And there's Nasello. She'll hit it up the field. Here's a possible one-on-one here with Griner. It was a bit wide of the mark as she had to stop it. As Kelly Johnson blocks it, it will be, it's going to be a corner kick. Tampa scored twice from the corner kick on Friday night. Watch out for Allie Robinson in this one. She's at the far post. This one coming towards Robinson, but it's cleared by McCarthy. And this one is going towards net. Prisco jumps and gloves it. This one will be tossed in by the Spartans. Zaganeh tried to clear. Now comes back to Gonzalez. They'll go back to Raymond, who's got a little bit of room to dribble. Raymond tries to go ahead, and she will not be able to catch it, as it'll be a goal kick for the Panthers. Both teams coming off shutout wins in the SSC semifinals on Friday. And earlier this season, the Spartans had the upper hand on the Panthers. They defeated them 1-0. A goal by Miranda Gonzalez before the first half came to an end was all they needed. As the Panthers, 1 goal was all they needed against the high-powered offense of the Barry Buccaneers on Friday. And Taylor Eller with the lone goal in the 17th minute, and they were able to hold off the attack of the Buccaneers. While the Spartans put up 3 goals in the first half against the Sharks. They eluded a penalty kick, and the Sharks were unable to cash in as they try to get one to Svensson. And they might try to hit Munoz. This one was tipped, I think, by a Spartan, so this one will be Panther ball right in front of their bench. 10 minutes in, no substitutions so far. Very defensive first half so far. Panthers will still have possession. Cleared away as they just lofted out towards midfield. It is trapped by Johnson. And she was cut off by Griner. But here comes Etrick. She'll hit Munoz. Munoz on Brantley. And Munoz makes one to the inside to Svensson. Svensson drawing a double team. Etrick. She'll go right to Frickard. Bouncing, gloved. And that one out of bounds. Raymond tosses it in. Try to get to Jackson. Cleared away. Wisman trying to turn up the field. She'll hit. Loaiza in stride. Cross towards the net is knocked down by Prisco. And cleared away. It was almost a breakdown right there as Raymond goes back into the box. And no handball here on Wisman as she goes backwards to Nasello. Back to Wisman and cleared away. Svensson will try to keep it in bounds, and she will. Svensson guarding a lot of attention as she makes a move towards the box. Gonzalez on her. She makes a move. And it's blocked by Gonzalez as she recovered. Back to McCarthy. Eller. It was clear, but it goes to Johnson. Johnson gets through. Griner. Johnson crossing. It got blocked by Brantley. Cleared away, but Etrick making a move on the inside. Etrick. Munoz moving. Munoz shooting just wide of the post. Alexa Sheridan checking in for the Spartans. As Munoz gets tripped up, she goes to Eller. And Eller put it into no man's land. On the run. And getting tripped up, waving off at Svensson. Called offsides. Grimm tripped up, and actually, are we going to get a foul? We're going to get a foul here, or is it offsides? Goal kick cleared out by the Panthers, but it's out of bounds. Bouncing toss in. Eller will send it up the field. Munoz not on the run, so Frickard can glove it. Spartans trying to top the long ball. E-trick there after playing it from Grimm. She'll go up ahead of Munoz, but it will roll out of bounds. Eller has Grimm. Grimm will get it to McCarthy. McCarthy stays on her feet. Robinson will clear, but she goes right to Etrick. Robinson, Etrick almost got to it. Watson on the other end to Headland. She'll hit McCarthy in stride. Raymond, though, has a bit of a step. Raymond will let it roll away, and actually that little shove by McCarthy had forced Raymond to make contact with the ball, so now it's possession Panthers. Ball sent up the field by Frickard. Johnson traps it, keeps it away from the oncoming Katie. They'll dive a deep ball again for McCarthy, knocked down by Gonzalez. Hadland's going to try to get to it, but she is unable to as Jackson takes the pass from Sheridan. And it's cleared out by Watson as we get a little bit of a drizzle in South Florida, but not a lot of dark clouds, so it shouldn't be long. Inbound coming in. Sheridan. Into the box for Jackson. The header knocked down. Johnson trying to shrug off Griner, and it's going to be a goal kick. Goal kick coming out to Munoz. Munoz on Brantley. They'll loft it to Eller, but it's out of bounds. Now the rain starts to fall a little harder. As the Spartans will inbound it, so a wet pitch could make this very interesting. As the rain starts to come down. Free kick will be taken by Miranda Gonzalez. Heading into the box. Knocked down by Watson. Gonzalez gets it back. Blocked by Johnson. Cleared away for Munoz. Munoz will try to catch up to it. She will to Svensson. Svensson is going to get past Robinson. Robinson keeping in pursuit. Svensson makes a move on the inside. Svensson waiting to Munoz. Munoz to McCarthy, lofting it for Svensson as a hard foul drawn by McCarthy, and that's going to be a free kick for the Panthers right near the penalty box. It'll be Munoz to take the free kick about 5 or 6 yards from the penalty box. And look, I think Munoz will go directly towards net. Munoz, here she goes. A little grounder, rolling in, and offsides flag is up. The offsides flag is up. Offsides called on the Panthers, so that the Spartans catch a huge break right there. Offsides called on the Panthers just as the shot went in. Head it down to Svensson. Tampa catching a huge break after the offsides flag went up. As it was a great ball from Munoz. But somehow she snuck ahead of the Spartan defense, and she was about a foot off sides. Munoz clears it away. Munoz had it cleared away by Robinson. And this a rolling ball. This one will stay in bounds for Brantley, as he just keeps it in play. That one last touch, though, by Griner. So Johnson will throw it in for the Panthers. We're going to get Erica Peterson to check in for the Spartans. Go back to Johnson to toss it in for Munoz. She knocks it down from Robinson. Robinson takes it away and shrugs her off, clears it up the field for Jackson. Too strong of a touch. And it's sent back to Prisco by Zaganay. That one tipped by the Spartans. Will it stay in bounds? That's not out of bounds. Somehow that tightropes the sideline. Eller, good one touch to Grimm, and there she goes. She'll keep it in. And that one last touch by Sheridan, so Panthers will maintain possession halfway through the first half. The Panthers have a goal nullified with an offsides. They'll try to get it. They try to get it. And that's going to be a whistle on Munoz as Griner was taken down. Well, the official only really saw the backs of the players, as it looked like Munoz may have made contact with the ball first. But free kick for the Spartans taken by Brantley. Etrick. Eller goes back to McCarthy. She wants to go up the field, and she does for Munoz. Munoz trying to get away from Griner. And they'll dial up for Svensson. She traps it. Robinson can't catch up to her. They get to Eller. But it was off the mark as Gonzalez will trap and clear. Sheridan keeps it in for Nasello. Nasello had the game winner against Eckert in the quarters. Nasello still going. Trying to figure out where she wants to go with it. And she just goes up the field to Sheridan. Knocked away as Munoz gets to it. They want to go up to Eller, but Gonzalez has a bit of a step. And that one cleared away. Raymond just keeps it in to Sheridan. And that one last touch by the Panthers, so the Spartans will throw it in. And we get Erica Peterson checking in for Emily Cady. Here goes Sheridan. She wanted to hit Peterson. It got tipped, but it still comes to her, but she is boxed out by Etrick, and Peterson clears it out. Inbound for Svensson. She is held up, and they're going to get a foul. Free kick for the Panthers in front of their bench. Panthers looking for their first ever tournament title. The Spartans are looking for their 7th. 7 years ago, these two teams met on this field in the 2010 SSC tournament final, and the Spartans won that one 1-0 in overtime. Svensson lets it roll away out as it was cleared out. She will toss it to Munoz. She is double-teamed as Sheridan now goes up the field. They'll try to hit Jackson. As Watson has a step, she goes back to Prisco. She'll boot it up the field. Knocked down by Nasello. It goes to Peterson. Peterson on the run to Sheridan. Sheridan trying to get to the box. Sheridan shooting wide of the net. Less than 20 minutes to go in the half. Still scoreless. Panthers have a goal nullified by an offsides call. That pass blocked. Here comes Peterson again. And is cleared away by Zagane. Etrick will let Munoz get to it. There's Johnson. She's got some room for Svensson, but she's boxed out by Robinson. Here's Weissman. It was behind Sheridan. That will roll away. Of course, tomorrow night at 6 p.m. will be the regional selection show. Of course, the winner of this match will get the automatic bid. Both teams came into this tournament out of the top. They were in the top 8, but only 6 make it to the regional tournament. NSU came in as the top seed in the region. Mississippi College at 2. As Peterson crossing it for Jackson, but it's cleared by Etrick. Raymond will collect. Raymond looking. Another cross. Zagane clears it for now. Comes back, and she'll go up the field. Svensson will try to get to it. Gonzalez Peterson coming back in, cleared again, out of bounds. This will be a toss in for the Spartans. Trying to hit Peterson on the run. And Munoz clears out of bounds. Cross was deflected wide. And it's going to be a goal kick. Prisco. Knocked down by Sheridan, but she's going to get called for a foul. Free kick coming down to Munoz. Hadlin try to get it to Svensson, cleared away. Etrick comes down with it, and she's got Johnson with a little bit of room. Here goes Kelly Johnson. Johnson's going to try to speed past Brantley. It's blocked for the moment, and Brantley will take it away, but Johnson boxes her out. Etrick tries to go to Svensson, but it's cleared by Robinson. And it'll be Spartan possession. And we have a pair of substitutions. Munoz is coming out for the Panthers, as well is McCarthy. As they have Zabian and Krieger. While Jackson steps out for the Spartans, Taylor Jones will come in. With 14 minutes left until the half, we are scoreless. The Panthers had a goal taken away from them with the offsides. They come out to Peterson. Peterson had it blocked. Johnson tipped it for a moment, but it comes back to Nasello. Brantley just keeps it in play with the left foot, and they will try to hit Jones on the run. Prisco coming out. She dives and makes the grab. And they're going to get a foul on Jones as she made contact with the keeper.
This is Florida Tech's athletic director.
Goal free kick by Prisco. Brenna Heights, who also just checked in. Goes up the field for Krieger, but Frickard able to glove it. Brantley. Nasello goes back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes to Raymond on the far side. She wanted to go up the field, and now here's Sheridan. Wisman is on the run. be Florida Tech possession. Headland will inbound it.
That was funny.
And that one out of bounds, so the Spartans will have it. 12.5 until the halftime. No score so far in the SSC tournament final. That one blocked. Still Panther possession.
And we didn't want to just keep traveling around the state of Georgia.
Jones trying to cross. Jones faked it, and it was last touched by Jones as it went out of bounds, so it would be a goal kick. Prisco, low line drive. Heights. Will go up the field for Krieger. Krieger. Gonzalez had a step on her as Robinson clears out of bounds, though. So the Panthers will toss it in front of their own bench. Try to go to Krieger on the inbound. Sheridan goes to Jones. And a turnover here. Tip pass. As it was Grimm. Grimm crossing. Cleared up by Gonzalez. Eller's going to try to get under it. Etrick had it blocked. As Sheridan goes back up the field. Knocked down. Johnson gets it past a Griner, but Brantley takes it away from Zabian. Tip pass, though. Grimm's able to come out and get to it. Going up the field, trying to hit Heights in stride, and it is cleared out and out of the complex. Tossin trying to go to Krieger, comes down to Heights, cleared by Sheridan, but right to Grimm. And a hard collision there as the contact was made with the ball first by Raymond, and it went out of bounds. 10 minutes left in the half, no score. Panthers unable to really get into the box. They had a goal taken away from them due to offsides. And they tried to go up the field to Wisman, but it was just a touch too much. Inbound is still Panther possession. Jones thought it was Spartan ball.
I hear you. I'm trying to get my grandson. So I took him to get a Christmas present. It was a mound.
And it's a free kick, actually. I think
You program all the buttons for a faster gameplay. And then I
Jones made it inbounds when she had the ball. It's maybe a handball. Free kick goes right to Nasello. Bouncing to Jones, and there goes Peterson. Peterson's got 3 around her. She's got Jones, though. And she'll hit Jones in stride, but clearing it away with Zaganay. Zaganay was able to catch up. It looked like Jones had a step for a one-on-one with Prisco. Raymond will inbound. Raymond lofting into the box. And a heel pass. I don't know if that was supposed to be a shot or a pass, but it went out of bounds. Johnson clears up to Zabian. Wanted to go to Heights, but it is cleared by Raymond. Raymond's going to try to catch it. Headland might box her out, but Raymond keeps it in play. Now it rolls out of bounds. Zabian will hit Eller. Want to go back to Zabian. Nasello had it blocked by Eller. There goes Eller. Eller, though, with 4 around her. She gets by 1. There's Zabian going back to the middle of the field. And it might have a step as Krieger. Krieger air mailed it. Johnson tried to control the bouncing ball. Trying to go to Krieger. Gonzalez will wait. Krieger coming in and scooped up by Frickard. She'll send it away. Peterson will wait for it to bounce. Hedlund clears it away. Heights had it knocked away. And there's Brantley. Brantley turning around, going back to Raymond. Go to Griner. Griner turning, has it knocked away by Johnson. Johnson now turns up the field. Johnson will just send it into no man's land, and Frickard will trap. Here's Raymond. Wanted to go up the field to Nasello. Cleared away. Eller. Panthers wanted to foul as Raymond slightly interfered with Eller to get that header. Peterson trying to keep it in bounds. Peterson trying to keep it away from Hedlund, and she knocks it out of bounds. Try to clear it to Etrick. Comes down to Grimm. Grimm has some room as she gets past Nasello. They'll go up the field for Krieger, but Gonzalez is the only one there. Well, 5 minutes to go in this half. Cleared towards Eller. Raymond knocks it back up for Peterson. Peterson gets by. Peterson still going. Into the box for Griner. She will not be able to keep that in bounds. It's a goal kick. That pass just off the mark. If that was on her right shoulder, that could have been a possible one-on-one on Prisco. Prisco tries to hit Zabian. Johnson up the field for Krieger, but it was on the inside. Krieger wanted it on the outside. Gonzalez. Get it over to Raymond. Raymond tried a long ball, but it's intercepted by Grimm. And getting through is Heights. Heights wants to go to Krieger. It is wide. And Brantley able to trap and collect as she just sends it out of bounds. I think she shanked it. Johnson will inbound. Well, the sun has come out thanks to a little bit of rain. Now it is very humid as a foul is called on Wisman. That's the one problem about being in South Florida. Whenever it rains, it gets really humid when the sun comes out. Zaganeh will take the free kick with the left foot. Here she goes. Lofting it. And we're going to get a foul immediately called on the Panthers in the box. Panthers will have a substitution on the next dead ball as Fricker just goes to Raymond. Raymond up the field to try to hit Peterson. Wisman. And they're going to get a foul. a pair of substitutions, one for each team. They won't sub in just yet. Haven't gotten the signal for them to come in.
Well, I didn't think I could get in, but I went around and saw they were all gated. So then
The official telling Miranda Gonzalez to stop where the foul was made. Gonzalez lofting it, free kick toward the box. Cleared by Etrick. Still comes down to Robinson. Robinson whiffed on it. Johnson giving chase. She gets it out to Brantley. It goes back to Gonzalez, who will send it back into the box for Peterson. Peterson in the air. Etrick clears it again. Raymond trying to hold it off from Heights. Sheridan gets it to Raymond. Raymond getting around into the box, crossing, blocked. Jones could not get to it as it was cleared and kept in bounds. Robinson goes back to Gonzalez. We have 90 seconds left in, a little over 90 seconds left in the half. Spartans with a late pressure here. Raymond still going. Raymond crosses wide of the net. It's going to be a corner kick for the Spartans with a minute left. Sheridan will take it as we actually stop the clock for a couple of substitutions. Actually, no clock stoppage, just a substitution. So both teams with one substitute. So for the Panthers is Agatha Mollenberg. The Spartans will bring in Zapata as the corner comes right down to Raymond, who goes towards net, knocked down. Prisco comes out and gloves it before Peterson could charge in and make contact. Prisco sends it. Sheridan tries to go to Peterson. Peterson will outrace Headland for it, but it is cleared away. 10 seconds left in the half. Quickly inbounded by Sheridan. Sheridan tried to get one off, but it was blocked by Heights. And we are scoreless through 45 minutes in the 2017 Sunshine State Conference Tournament Final. We are at halftime here at the NSU Soccer Complex. Should be a very electrified second half here on NSUSharks.com, as we will either see a winner declare a Sunshine State Conference Tournament champion and an automatic regional qualifier in the next hour or so, or will we need overtime? We'll step aside and be back in about 14 minutes between the Spartans and Panthers in the SSC Tournament Final here on NSUSharks.com.
They say college is a place for self-discovery, but this isn't the place for students to find their way, because our students know where they're headed. The school that got its start in a storefront knows a little something about ambition, focus, and shaping leaders. We've never had to climb out of our ivory tower. We're too grounded in the real world. Internships, research, guidance, and answers, leaving no question about a clear path to success. When you play to your strengths, you only get stronger.
is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Welcome back to the 2017 Sunshine State Conference Tournament Final. 45 minutes to decide a winner, unless we need overtime. Tampa's already gone into overtime. They were in the quarterfinals as a shot by Munoz may have got blocked, cleared by Robinson, but it comes out to Etrick. Etrick to McCarthy. McCarthy getting around Brantley. McCarthy shooting, glove by Frickard. Frickard gets it down, bounces over Etrick. Johnson has it taken away by Wisman. That one blocked by Grimm. Cleared out by Zaganay. Eller. Svensson tried to get it away. That got blocked, but Gonzalez is there. Gonzalez moving. Will hit Raymond. She's alone. Raymond looking to cross. Blocked, but kept in bounds. Munoz gets it over Raymond, but Raymond boxes her out, and Munoz knocks it out of bounds. Raymond inbounding it. Loaiza cleared by Grimm. Brantley can come out to it. Brantley's got room. Gets by Etrick. Brantley and they're going to call a foul. And it is just outside the box. It was a late whistle. After the ball was cleared, there was a trip. And this is literally a yard from the box. It'll be taken by CeCe Gonzalez. It is a free kick for the Spartans. CeCe, let's see if she goes to Robinson. Will she try to rifle it past Prisco? Miranda Gonzalez. Waiting. Miranda Gonzalez will take it. Her older sister, CeCe, was a 4-time first-team All-SSC member. Miranda will loft it. Oh, wide of the net. She went near post. Try to float it over as Prisco had her eyes on Robinson. So the Panthers get a break there. It was about 3 feet away from being a penalty kick. As Eller clears it towards Svensson. Svensson wants to get around Robinson, and she goes back to Johnson. Johnson had her pass tipped and is gathered by Raymond and grabbed by Katie. As she clears it out of bounds, it'll be Panther ball. McCarthy couldn't hold it in. And that cleared by Etrick, a near breakaway there. McCarthy tries to hold on to it. No whistle there as Brantley tries to get it ahead. Goal kick for Prisco coming down. Try to get down to Eller. And it is cleared towards Raymond. Raymond trying to catch it. She will. Wet pitch slowing it down a little bit. Raymond on Munoz. Trying to get around her, and that was last touched by Raymond. And we got a clock stoppage. And the coach is going to get a yellow card. Dustin Smith gets a yellow card. Zaganay tries to clear it out. It comes down. Eller will go to Svensson. She tries to get by Gonzalez. Svensson keeping it in play, but boxed out by Gonzalez. Gonzalez tried to go ahead to Westman, but it was knocked away by Zaganay. Comes back to Gonzalez. Jackson tried to hit Raymond, but she missed. Svensson double teamed and is just knocked away by Loaiza. Inbound, knocked in the air by Raymond. Raymond tried to get it past, knocked away. Katie, it'll come out to Etrick. Now to McCarthy. McCarthy to Munoz. Munoz makes a move. Munoz still going. Munoz going towards net, but it goes wide. Frickard sends it away. Grimm knocks it down. Loaiza will try to get to it. She does to Frickard. Frickard traps it and sends it away. It was off of Jackson, just kept in play by Raymond. They try to dial the long ball for Katie. Zaganay on the run, boxing out Katie, and cleared out of bounds. They get back to Loaiza. Back to Raymond. Raymond blocked by Johnson. Try to get to Munoz, blocked by Robinson. Panthers clear it out. Gonzalez finding Loaiza with some room. She's got room to dribble as Svensson tries to draw near, and that one last touch by Svensson as it was deflected out of bounds. Lofting one towards net as Prisco gloves it. Misella will loft it for Raymond and is not in bounds. Back to Griner, blocked. They'll go to Munoz. Munoz will hit Eller. Eller shrugged off by Nasello. And she wants to go up the field, but nobody home. Goal kick for Prisco. Knocked down by Raymond. That's rolling out of bounds. And that is Tech ball. It was and that one is Spartan ball. Tossed in. Zaganay trying to get it away. Raymond sends it out of bounds and into the crowd. In the air. Panthers try to get it to McCarthy. It was knocked down by Brantley. Robinson had it knocked off of by McCarthy.
So what's your background in sports? Did you play in college?
Etrick trying to keep it in bounds. Cleared up the field towards Jackson.
What years was
Watson sends it back to Prisco. No score so far for the first 55 minutes.
a good year? I was talking to him today. One of our
Headland will try to get it to Svensson. And that one is out of bounds. Touched last by Svensson. Trying to get it to Jackson. Down to Loaiza. Nasello on Eller. She gets by her. And Munoz coming out. She intercepts to Brantley. Eller trying to go around Nasello. And Nasello clears it.
You open the windows to get the cool air, you know. All night. So what?
Bouncing it towards McCarthy. Trying to get in the box to Jackson. She had a step on Headland. And now they get it to Svensson. Svensson with the Wisman on her. Svensson gets ahead. Svensson still going. Svensson gets into the box. Gets it by Gonzalez. But Fricker comes out. Good ball from Fricker, but it bounces out of bounds. Headland inbounds it, knocked in the air by Raymond. Munoz trying to come under it. Munoz will get to it, makes a move on Loaiza. Munoz will loft it to McCarthy. McCarthy gets by Gonzalez. McCarthy shooting wide of the post. Fricker keeps it in bounds.
And it's about 1,000 meters long. It's not that long. Oh, in the winter? Well, I run.
Bouncing goal kick comes down to Katie. Katie lofting it, try to find Jackson. Zaganeh. The clearance got blocked. Here's Raymond. Raymond at the back line crossing it, and it is wide, but it was out of bounds already, so it is a goal kick. Ball trying to go down to Grimm. Etrick misses. Wisman had it cleared by Zaganeh. Spartans still have it with Jackson. They try to hit Raymond, but she cannot catch it. Rolls out of the back line.
So he was then we had three other guys. Well, we had like 6 forwards out there racing. That's
Prisco tried to get it to Headland, but she shanked it out of bounds. Jackson tries to get it to herself. Zaganeh trying to hold her off. Jackson gets it back to Raymond. Raymond lofting it towards the box. Etrick clears. It comes down, though, to Brantley. Brantley gets by McCarthy. Brantley wide. Prisco will send it away. The winner of this tournament will qualify the automatic bid to the regional tournament, while the loser, with them being out of the top 6, likely. Well, the loser might be able to squeeze it into because we have the number 6 seed in the Gulf South Conference playing in the final, We had North Alabama, who is number 4, get booted out in the quarterfinals. It depends on the strength of their in-region schedule.
All the politics of the city
As this one is off the face of Griner
is thinking it's bigger than
and out of bounds, and we will stop the clock.
pavement. Really weren't.
30 minutes left in regulation. No score so far. The Panthers had a goal taken away from them via offsides. Briscoe's only had to make 2 saves. Frickard had one save. Frickard has made 2. As this one trying to go to Eller. It finds McCarthy. McCarthy spinning. It got cleared away. Etrick trying to get to it. She does. To McCarthy on the far side, but she can't keep it in bounds. Etrick knocks it out of bounds again. Wind picking up a little bit. The sun is in, so it's not super hot. Inbound. A little update on the men's soccer. Tampa against Rollins. I think Tampa up 1-0. And here is Svensson. Svensson will get it to Munoz. One-timer to Svensson. Will hit Eller, but it's behind her. And Gonzalez will clear it to Raymond. Raymond will try to go to Jackson. Zaganeh has a step, and Prisco calls him off. Loaiza knocks that goal kick down. Raymond tried to hit Jackson again, but no dice. Svensson. Zaganeh will go to Eller. Eller will try to go to McCarthy. She's got a little bit of a step on Brantley. McCarthy tries to keep it in bounds, and it was last touch by the Panthers. Toss in, Etrick. Tried to clear it, it got blocked, and we're going to get a foul on Tampa. A push off, so free kick. Zaganeh lines up to take the free kick. Low line free kick right to Munoz. She keeps it in play. Munoz almost got by Brantley, but is knocked out of bounds. Johnson will inbound. Etrick turns around, is boxed out, tries to get around her. Defender. Etrick still has it. Eller has it cleared away. Etrick tries to head it to Munoz, but it was wide, and it'll roll it out for a goal kick. Fricker will get it over to Loaiza. Loaiza on the run. She's got room. And pass was deflected by Svensson, but it gets to Raymond. And that one knocked away by Brantley, so Panthers will inbound.
I worry about a player that sort of slides away. Yeah, they're the best players on the team. I always watch Tampa when they play them.
And you get another foul on the Spartans, so a free kick for the Panthers.
Tampa were the top programs, didn't permit. Their top player would always shift to the weak side. He just sort of, how did he get over there? And the ball would go there and pop. Did you see how they were separating? She was by herself.
And now we're going to get a foul on
The way like she didn't exist.
Florida Tech, so the Spartans will inbound.
You throw a ball over there and you isolate her one-on-one, you get trouble. Yeah, I think it's enjoyable if you can isolate.
Long ball knocked down. It comes to Eller. Munoz had it knocked away. Eller regains possession. Eller will hit Grimm. Grimm, there she goes. Grimm has McCarthy, but Loaiza almost touched it as Frickard scooped it up. And Eller intercepts as Loaiza try to get to it. Eller will get it to Svensson. Svensson gets him moving to the box. Svensson trying to hold it. Back to Eller. Eller cannot keep it in play. As Gonzalez goes up the field towards Grimm. Johnson blocks it as it rolls out of bounds. Almost halfway through the second half. We're still scoreless. Etrick on the run. Etrick will hit McCarthy. McCarthy gets by Brantley. McCarthy getting into the box. McCarthy crossing it, tipped wide. Corner kick for the Panthers.
I mean, our player 4 had
Svensson will take the corner. A pair of substitutions for the Spartans. Svensson with the corner in the air, trying to come down with the head of McCarthy. It's almost cleared away and knocked away by Robinson. Fricker punched it out. It was an open net for a moment, but no one could get a clean touch. Eller tried to hit McCarthy on the run, but it was deflected. Now they hit Raymond. Pass to Jackson. He'll try to go to Katie, but it's off the mark. Sent back up the field towards Svensson, but Loaiza is there. To go back to Jackson. Zaganeh intercepts, and it is out of bounds. We get a substitution now. Erica Peterson and Alexa Sheridan checking back in for the Spartans. Raymond goes to Loaiza, to Katie. Katie going towards Peterson in the box, gloved by Prisco. Prisco with a good ball, trying to get it to Munoz, but Sheridan won that battle, but it comes down to McCarthy. McCarthy spinning, try to get it to Svensson, but she overran it. And we're going to get a push-off. Or an off, actually no, an offsides. An offsides this close to midfield. Zaganade. Free kick comes down to Svensson. Svensson tries to turn on the outside. Svensson goes back to the inside towards Eller, but it's cleared away. Back to Katie. Raymond wants to clear it up towards Peterson. Peterson on the run. She had Sheridan with her, but she has to go backwards. She had to wait for reinforcements. Pass got knocked away by Headland. Over to Svensson, but she has it knocked away. Wissman hits Raymond. Raymond trapping. Raymond crossing. Knocked away by Etrick. Cleared in the air by Eller. McCarthy wants to come down to it. Gonzalez bumps her, and that's going to be a foul. Zaganay will take another free kick. Zaganay up the field, knocked away by Robinson. Johnson tried to get it in the air, tried to clear up the field, but it was in the air. Peterson tried to get it from Sheridan, but it was knocked away. Here goes Grimm. Etrick will get it to McCarthy. Munoz had to go backwards. Svensson will go towards McCarthy in the box, and it is gloved. A good ball from Frickard. Bounces down to Zaganay. Clearance was blocked, but Zaganay gets it back, and it was off the mark from Svensson. Katie tries to get it down, knocked away by Grimm, but Raymond collects. Brantley had a pass blocked. Try to go into the box towards Peterson. Sheridan will keep it in play. And she has it stolen by Johnson. She'll go to Eller. Johnson towards Munoz, but it is down the far sideline. It is still rolling inbounds. Robinson off the mark, but she got just enough of it to keep it away from Munoz as Gonzalez clears it out. Quick inbound from Johnson to McCarthy and cleared by Sheridan. McCarthy tried to go to Munoz, but knocked away by Robinson. Gets it to Katie. Almost had Peterson, but here's Raymond. Will try to go up ahead to Peterson. She's going to get a bit of a step on Watson. Peterson had it blocked, and it'll be a corner kick. Tampa very effective on the corner kicks in this tournament. Set plays get what gave them 3 goals of the 4 they have scored this postseason. Sheridan to take the corner. Only the 4th corner in this match, 3rd for the Spartans. Sheridan with the corner. It's a low line drive. Etrick coming out, clears it. It'll continue to stay in bounds, and Loaiza is going to collect. We'll try to get to Wissman. Wissman on the run, going into the box. for Peterson. It is knocked into the air and gloved by Prisco. It was wide of the net. .15 to go in regulation. Still scoreless. Goal kick by Prisco. Knocked down by Brantley, but it comes to McCarthy. McCarthy will hit Munoz. One touch to Eller. She's got Svensson to her left, and she'll get it to her. Svensson moves to the inside. Svensson wanted to go to Munoz or McCarthy, but it was just too far forward. Good ball from Crickard, bouncing. Knocked towards Grimm. Peterson knocks it down, though. Eller takes it away from Weissman and gets it to Svensson. Svensson over to Munoz. Munoz moves on Gonzalez. Munoz to McCarthy. And offsides flag is up again. And as if Gonzalez knew it was offsides, as soon as she turned to the far side, the flag was up. And here's Johnson intercepting a pass. Johnson will move ahead of Brantley. Johnson speeding ahead. Look at Kelly Johnson go, and as she crosses towards net, over Frickard, wide of the post. That was just wide of the post, with Kelly Johnson intercepting a pass, running 60 yards, and shooting just wide. Goal kick comes down to Peterson. Peterson shrugged by Johnson. Brantley has it intercepted. Eller too high for her. Sheridan trying to head it towards Katie. Johnson trying to clear it to Svensson. Over to Eller, moving on the inside to Etrick. Svensson, now they'll try to go to Munoz. Knocked down by Robinson, and they'll get it to Weissman. Gets by Grimm. She now has two defenders, and we're going to get a foul. Free kick for the Spartans. Miranda Gonzalez to take the free kick. And then Gonzalez moves away. Brantley will get it to Gonzalez. Gonzalez lofting it into the box. Prisco coming out and collects it off the bounce. She'll boot it up the field. She's got McCarthy on the run, but Gonzalez has a step. And she'll get it to Frickard, who will send it away towards midfield. Knocked in the air by Eller. Etrick backpedals. And no one there as Loaiza has room. Loaiza has Raymond, but wide as it rolls out of bounds. Inbound knocked out by Raymond, so Hedlund will do it again. And that one last touch by Loaiza. They'll try again to Munoz. Gonzalez up the field to Raymond. Here's Weissman with room. Etrick getting past her. And a little slip up there. No call. A wet pitch. And here's Katie with a turnover. Katie shooting, blocked by Johnson. Brantley has it stripped by Svensson. Eller will go up the field to McCarthy. Too much of a touch, though, as Brantley takes it away. Loaiza. Raymond. Raymond to the back line. Raymond crossing the header. Cleared out by Watson, and it is out of bounds. Goal kick for the Panthers. Here's Raymond. Back to Weissman. Brantley alone on the far side. Lofting it. Headed by Grimm. Prisco coming out. Prisco will glove with the right hand. Less than 10 minutes left in regulation. Still no score. Earlier in the first half, the Panthers had a goal taken away due to an offsides. McCarthy gets it over to Munoz. Munoz a one-on-one with Gonzalez. Munoz coming in. Munoz trying to shoot. Knocked away by Gonzalez, and it is going to be a toss-in. The speed by Miranda Gonzalez to catch up to Maria Munoz. She nearly had a shot for that far post. It's only a toss-in. They'll get into McCarthy into the box. She circles back. Lofting it too high. Cleared away by Brantley. Peterson will try to come down with it. Zaganeh wins it. Loaiza almost got called for a handball. Here's Headland to find Munoz. She's on sides. Munoz makes a move to the inside. Munoz shooting. Frickard makes the save. It goes right into the waiting gloves of the senior keeper. She had McCarthy on the run, but that shot curving right to Frickard. She lofts it towards McCarthy. She may have been able to get a header. I mean, with 8 minutes left, I mean, you gotta be aggressive. Munoz aggressive with the shot. McCarthy a little bit behind it. A header would have been fantastic. Peterson comes down with the goal kick. Peterson trying to outrace Headland. She will. Peterson keeping it in bounds, and it is cleared away by Zaganeh, but it comes to Raymond. And it's out of bounds. Raymond. And Munoz knocks it out. Inbound comes down to Loaiza. Loaiza over to Raymond. Raymond looking across the back line. Raymond blocked at the back line. It'll be a corner with 7 minutes left, and the Spartans are going to push everybody except for Loaiza into the box, and actually Brantley stays back as well. All eyes on Allie Robinson for sure, who is near the far post. That's where she lurks at the corner. Sheridan. Robinson charging in. The header over the crossbar. It was Nacello with the header, and she just missed it high by less than a foot. Robinson had everyone on her. Nacello was in front. She took the header, and she just missed it high. Prisco with the goal kick. Coming down. Sheridan has it blocked, taken away by Etrick as she gets shoved down. Play still continues. Sheridan with the move. It gets blocked by Zaganeh. Grimm gets it out to Headland. She's got room. Headland will go ahead to McCarthy. McCarthy trying to make a move on Robinson. Brantley covering. McCarthy towards net. Gloved by Frickard. An update on the men's championship final. 1-1 between Tampa and Rollins. Peterson comes down with the goal kick. Sheridan will try to get it to Raymond, and it is cleared to Munoz. Munoz with room on the near side. Munoz wants to go up the field to Eller. Eller will try to hit Svensson. Robinson coming to win the race on that one. It looks like Fricker's going to come way, way out. Pass trying to get to Katie. Back to Raymond. Cleared away by Zaganay. Katie. Back to Peterson. 4.5 to go. Raymond going to the back line. Raymond crossing it. Prisco coming out and dives on it. Goal kick trying to come down to Munoz. Eller knocks it over to Munoz. Back to Eller. Eller trying to hit McCarthy on the run. She bailed out by Robinson as it comes back to Gonzalez as Tampa makes another substitution on the next dead ball. 4 minutes to go. There goes Miranda Gonzalez on the run. Gonzalez still going. She tries to get a pass blocked by Zaganay. Grimm will get it to Munoz. Munoz turning on Sheridan. Eller will loft it for McCarthy, but it is too far, and it will slowly roll out of bounds. And it'll be a toss-in. 3.5 to go, a pair of substitutions, one for each team. Looks like Jackson's coming in for Peterson for Tampa. And Krieger for Florida Tech coming in for Munoz. 3:17 to go in regulation, scoreless. Eller had it knocked down. It comes down to Etrick across the field for Krieger. Krieger to Eller. Eller spinning on the inside. Eller shooting, got blocked by Gonzalez. Sheridan traps it, boots it up the field. Jackson, fresh off the bench, tried to get to it, but it was knocked away. It comes to Etrick. To Johnson. Johnson has room as she crosses midfield. No one's contesting. She can still go. Kelly Johnson still going. Johnson. Headland crossing it for McCarthy. Glove save right in front of McCarthy by Fricker. She nearly stole it. McCarthy nearly got a header on it, and she just grabbed it over the top of McCarthy. Gutsy save there by the senior keeper. Etrick intercepts, but it goes right to Brantley. 2 minutes to go in regulation. Lofting it. A backwards kick, but if that was a backwards kick to a Spartan, that would have been great, but it went to a Florida Tech defender. Sheridan makes a move on Eller. She'll loft it towards Raymond, but Krieger is there. Intercepts. Krieger, she has room. Krieger. She has McCarthy, and she'll try to get it to her. McCarthy on the run, but Robinson had a step. Loaiza gets it away from McCarthy, is blocked by McCarthy, out of bounds. 90 seconds left in regulation. In the official pointing where the ball went out, Raymond tried to get a little bit of advantage there. Lofting it for Katie. Svensson guarding her, knocks away for the moment, but Katie gets it back to Raymond. They'll try the long ball again and gets it to Jackson. 1 minute left in regulation as Jackson pursues onto the box. A pass cleared by Etrick and Grimm. Here's Grimm. Grimm wants to go up the field. Grimm spinning to the inside for Eller gets past Brantley. There's Svensson on the run. Svensson couldn't get it past Robinson, but Robinson knocks it out of bounds. So the Panthers with a toss in deep in Spartan territory with 39 seconds to go. Johnson has it cleared by Sheridan. 25 seconds left. With 10 seconds left. Ball's knocked around in the air. No one's going to get a shot off. And we are going into overtime in the SSC tournament final here at the NSU Soccer Complex. Scoreless through 90 minutes. We'll step aside and take a break. We'll be back in 5 minutes for overtime. We have 2 overtime periods to find a golden goal before we go into penalty kicks. We'll be right back on NSUSharks.com. And we're in the first overtime period here at the NSU Soccer Complex, Florida Tech and Tampa.
So you don't know the result.
We need two 10-minute overtime periods until we go to penalty kicks if nobody scores. We are in the first overtime now. And we're going to get a foul on Tampa. Only one goal is needed. These two teams went to overtime earlier this season. Tampa won. Actually, they went into overtime 7 years ago when these two teams met in the SSC final here on this field. But will Florida Tech get the win? And win their first ever SSC tournament crown? Or will Tampa win their 7th tournament title as McCarthy dribbles in? McCarthy try to go to Krieger. It was behind her. Krieger can still keep it in place. She does, but it rolls out of the back line. We get an update in Palm Beach Atlantic. For the second year in a row, the Tampa Spartans, the men's soccer team, has won the SSC tournament final. A penalty kick with 4 seconds left in regulation. Tied at 1-1. Rollins has a foul in the box, and Tampa scores on a penalty kick in the 89th minute. We're in the dying seconds of regulation. Here's Eller. Eller for Krieger. Loaiza wants to get it back. Hedlund to Grimm and stride. Grimm looking. Grimm over to Svensson. Svensson makes a move to the inside. Svensson knocked away by Robinson. She couldn't get a clean shot. Here's Grimm again. Coming down to Johnson. Overrun by Peterson, and that's a hard foul on Peterson. Free kick for the Spartans. It'll be taken by Zaganeh with the left foot. Zaganeh, the kick, heading to the box. The header, wide. It goes off of McCarthy. Fricker will send it away. Only a couple minutes into the first 10-minute overtime. If no one scores in the next 20 minutes, we go to penalty kicks. Frickard is very strong at penalty kicks. Here's Krieger. Krieger ahead to Svensson. It got blocked. Svensson, too much of a touch as she tried to get it ahead of Miranda Gonzalez. Zaganeh has it blocked by Raymond. Raymond up the field to Peterson. Peterson just shrugs down a defender as it goes out of bounds. Raymond will inbound. Peterson back to Raymond. She keeps it in play. She wants to cross it. It got deflected out of bounds. A corner kick. This is where Tampa is their most dangerous. Nasello nearly scored on a corner kick late in the second half. The header went high over the crossbar as Robinson lines up. She is on the near post, and that's where most of the corners have gone. Over everybody into Robinson or Nasello. Gonzalez will take the corner. Gonzalez take the corner with 6 minutes to go in the first overtime period. Robinson coming down. Nasello, the header, out of bounds. Prisco. For a goal kick. Low lining goal kick knocked in the air by Etrick. McCarthy gets it down for Krieger. Krieger spinning to Eller. Eller taken down. Play continues. Johnson makes a move. Johnson can keep it in play. There she goes again. Kelly Johnson with Brantley. She gets by Brantley. Johnson moving into the box. Johnson to McCarthy. And it's knocked away. Johnson, I thought she was going to shoot it. In overtime, you got to take all your chances. And Johnson, I think she should have shot there. She had an open look, as Johnson couldn't keep that one in play. She tried to hit McCarthy for a cross. I think Johnson could have tried to go for the far post as they dialed the deep ball for Peterson. And she's got Raymond. Peterson can't get it to her, but she will get it to Loaiza. Loaiza over to Raymond. Tampa wants to cross. Raymond goes into the box. Raymond to Nasello, shooting high over the crossbar. Prisco will kick it away. Over Svensson, it comes down to Brantley. Eller try to take it away from Weissman, and there she goes. And it's cleared away by Zagane. And the trip there stopped the clock. And Peterson is going to get a yellow card. Second yellow card she's gotten here at the NSU Soccer Complex. She got one last week. Bouncing free kick over Brantley. It gets to Svensson. Svensson to Krieger. Krieger to Eller. Lofting it for McCarthy. Headed away by Gonzalez. Johnson coming down. She missed it. Eller trying to get to it. Eller in the air. Krieger had it knocked away. Krieger gets back to it, though. Trying to get around Raymond. Trying to break the outside. And Raymond clears it away. On the ground, though, Zagane rushing to it. She can't get to it. And I think that was last hit by the Spartans. It was. McCarthy spinning on Gonzalez. McCarthy has it stripped by Gonzalez. Weissman going, and it was last touched by Florida Tech. Maria Munoz is going to check in for the Panthers on the next dead ball. Inbound going towards Peterson. Peterson trying to break away from Zagane. Her cross got blocked. Prisco coming out, scoops it up. Prisco drop kicks it. It's going near midfield. Brantley is going to settle under it. Up the field goes Brantley. Knocked away, though, by Watson. It comes down to Eller. Eller will go up the field for McCarthy. Robinson has the step. And she goes back to Fricker. There, it was really risky there. Fricker dribbling, and she's got to get rid of it. Clearing up a field. And there goes KD to catch it. Will it stay in play? No. It slowed down. It looked like it was going to stay, and I thought Katie was going to catch up to it, and it rolled away at the very last second. Maria Munoz checking back in. I'm actually joined in the press box by Florida Tech's athletic director, Bill Juergens Jr., made the drive from Melbourne. Of course, we have our Sunshine State Conference Commissioner, Ed Pasquet, with our Assistant Commissioner, Rob Brennicky. As we have less than a minute left in the first overtime period. Johnson. Brantley. Shoved out of bounds, and it was last touched by Eller. Svensson clears it away. Robinson getting under it. McCarthy And who touched it last? Last touch by Robinson. Florida Tech trying to push everybody up. Over to Eller. Try to find McCarthy. McCarthy had it taken away by Robinson. Now here's Nasello. Clears it away. And it will roll out of bounds. 15 seconds left. Johnson traps. Blocked. And we will go into the second overtime period here at the NSU Soccer Complex. If we do not get a golden goal in the next 10 minutes, we will go into penalty kicks for the SSC tournament title here on NSUSharks.com. We are ready for the second overtime period. If we do not have a golden goal in 10 minutes, we will go into penalty kicks. Teams have switched sides. The Spartans will try to go to Raymond. Zaganay clears it off of Raymond, and it'll be Panther ball. If you're the Panthers, you want to get the golden goal here because Caroline Frickert is very solid in the net for penalty kicks as McCarthy gets hit in the eye as Loaiza, as she was running, hit McCarthy in the face. I mean, unintentional, of course, as Johnson, there she goes. Johnson gets past Brantley. Johnson tried to hit Svensson, but it's cleared by Robinson. Header coming down to McCarthy. Back to Eller. Svensson. And a foul called by on Robinson. So a free kick for the Panthers here. Zaganay will take this free kick. Keep an eye out for Kira McCarthy. Zaganay with the free kick in the air. McCarthy, the header just wide.
Yeah, of course they do. I mean, I don't want to see the net pop out, but it doesn't. You know, you get a header, what do you expect? You expect the header to go in.
Frickard.
Not for them, though.
Goal kick coming down from Etrick. Eller takes it away. Grimm has it taken away. Katie. Zaganay takes it. Headland sends up the field for McCarthy. Traps it. To get to Munoz on the far side. Can Munoz keep it in? Yes, as she spins. Back to Johnson. Munoz turning. Munoz will go to Svensson. Svensson Back to Munoz. Makes a move on Brantley. Munoz had it intercepted by Nasello. She wanted to go to Eller. Spartans will try to clear to Headland. Raymond cuts up the field. Raymond trying to hit Weissman, and it's just wide. Inbound comes back down. Watson clears it for McCarthy. Try to get to Svensson. Robinson clears. Ball going to the field. A bad clearance there. McCarthy's going to try to get to it. Gonzalez try to keep it off. McCarthy almost got to it. Near scoring chance there, but Gonzalez kept it away from McCarthy. Tampa trying to play in a penalty kicks here. It's pinballing around. Headland misses it as Griner goes back up the field. Grimm tried to get it to her, tried to touch it to herself and go up the field, but it's rolled away. It rolled out of bounds. Try to hit Katie. Headland covering, and she will knock it out of bounds. 6 minutes left. Bouncing towards Jackson. Raymond lofting it. Headed out by Johnson. Brantley's going to try to keep it in bounds, and she will actually inbound it here at 5:45 left. And a foul on the Panthers. Well, actually, no. Panthers draw a foul. Foul on. You know, it's just an inbound. Thought I heard a whistle. No, it's just an inbound. Knocked. Munoz getting by Brantley. Munoz tripped up, and it goes out of bounds for the Panthers still with 5 minutes to go in the second overtime period. If no one scores within the next 5 minutes, we go into penalty kicks. Ball sent out again by Brantley. Svensson trying to come down with it. Munoz on Robinson. Munoz going to try to get to the outside. Munoz crossing it, gloved by Frickard. Fricker will boot it into the air. Headland getting under it, but it comes back down to Raymond. She tries to settle. Raymond will try to hit Loaiza. It was tipped, and they'll try to hit McCarthy. McCarthy had it knocked away by Gonzalez. It'll come to Jackson. Up the field for Griner. Gets by Johnson. Griner moving in. Can't get by Watson, and it's cleared by Etrick. Knocked down by Brantley, but it comes back down to Etrick, but out of bounds. Wissman working backwards. And this one into the box, and we're going to get a very late whistle and a clock stoppage. That is a late whistle. It looks like Etrick is going to get a yellow card. Weissman's going to come out. Peterson is going to come in. Free kick will be taken by the Spartans. Looks like Brantley. Brantley going towards net. Knocked down and out of the back line. Three and a half to go until we go to penalty kicks to decide the 2017 Sunshine State Conference Tournament champion. Prisco in the air for Munoz. It'll come down to Brantley as she sends it up the field. Trying to come down to Peterson. Peterson shooting over the crossbar. Prisco in the air. Knocked down by Jackson. Katie goes to Peterson. They'll go to Raymond. 2.5 to go here with Raymond. Going to enter the box. Raymond's going to cross it. Blocked. And Panthers will clear it away. Here's Miranda Gonzalez. Lofting it. In the box. Offsides. Flag is up. And a hard contact there. That should be a whistle. Offsides flag was up. The play was already blown dead, and Peterson just bull rushes into Prisco. I would say if this was any other match, that would have been another yellow. And no clock stoppage, so the play. So we keep going. Neighbor trying to come it down to McCarthy. Knocked away with 1:20 to go. And it'll be Spartan ball with 60 seconds left. One minute remaining as Brantley lofts it into the box. Prisco coming out on the bounce. And she's able to glove it. Good ball by Prisco. Coming down to Nacello. Johnson will let it roll out of bounds. 35 seconds left until we go into penalty kicks. Knocked out by Brantley. 25 seconds left. Inbound to Svensson. Svensson knocked out by Robinson. 15 seconds left. Johnson's going to inbound it. Svensson has it go by her. And we are going to go into penalty kicks to decide the 2017 Sunshine State Conference Tournament champion. Caroline Frickard is really, really good at penalty kicks. Tampa, very good penalty kick shooting. A very good team that shoots penalty kicks. And we will see the lineups. We'll be back in about 5 minutes as we get ready for penalty kicks at the NSU Soccer Complex. And it is time for penalty kicks.
I've never seen this before.
As penalty kicks will decide the 2017 Sunshine State Conference tournament champion, Florida Tech will be defending first as Tampa takes the first kick with Lacey Nasello. One thing about taking the first penalty kick, you can either set the tone if you make it and put more pressure on the second shooter. Nasello with the first penalty kick. Prisco waits. Nasello shoots. Save, but it goes in. Prisco got the hand on it, but the deflection carried it across the line. And that'll put pressure on Maria Munoz. The initial save was made, but the deflection rolled it in the net, so a very unfortunate bounce for Prisco. As now Carolyn Frickard, who is a very solid keeper in penalty kicks, will face Maria Munoz. Munoz sets, shoots, scores. Frickard didn't even move. And now it'll be Alexa Sheridan for the Spartans. Sheridan gets the whistle. Sheridan shoots and off the post! She had Prisco go the opposite way. She thought she was going left. She totally faked her out. Instead, chipped it to the right, and it pinged off the post. And Sheridan knew that she missed a gimme as she had a wide open net. Now it'll be Ellen Svensson to give the Panthers an advantage in penalty kicks. Svensson gets the whistle. Svensson shoots, scores! Now it is up to Allie Robinson. Robinson to keep Tampa in the shootout. Robinson has to make this penalty kick. Sheridan. Well, this Lacello scored after the initial save by Prisco. Sheridan hit the post. Here's Robinson, shoots, scores easily. Tied at 2. We go to Kira McCarthy for the Panthers. This to put him up 3-2. It's very difficult for penalty kicks with the shooters so close. Only like 10, 11 yards away. That ball coming right at you with a large net behind you. McCarthy shooting, scores. Just lofting it, and Frickard didn't even move. Now it'll be the senior, Miranda Gonzalez, to even it up at 3 as the sun comes out. Now the sun is in the shooter's eyes. This is a horrible time for the sun to come out. Gonzalez. Shooting. Save made by Prisco. What a great save. Leading 3-2, it comes down to Florida Tech's fourth shooter, Jada Al-Neighbor. Al-Neighbor waiting, whistle. Al-Nader shoots, scores! And there it is! For the first time in program history, the Florida Tech Panthers have won the 2017 Sunshine State Conference Tournament. The Panthers go 4 for 4 in penalty kicks, and they had the automatic bid to the South Regional Tournament. The Panthers, the 6th seed, are tournament champions, upsetting Florida Southern, Berry, and beating the 5th seed Tampa Spartans. They win the shootout 4-2. I'm pretty sure Athletic Director Bill Juergens Jr. excited about this, as for the first time in program history, women's soccer is tournament at Sunshine State Conference tournament champions. And as we have the trophy presentation and the ceremony, we'll actually keep it here live, so all those listening and watching can watch the Panthers hoist the Sunshine State Conference championship trophy. And for those of you listening, I say thank you from NSU Athletics, NSUSharks.com, and everyone here at the Sunshine State Conference office with Ed Pasquet, the commissioner, Robert Brennecke, the assistant commissioner, Ironton Hendricks. We'll keep it here on NSUSharks.com for the trophy presentation, your 2017 Sunshine State Conference tournament champions, Florida Tech Panthers.
recognizing 2017 Sunshine State Conference Tournament runner-up, the University of Tampa.